Closing in on first pitch in Cleveland. The Twins and the Indians are on their way next. We've got baseball for you this afternoon from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you for this AL Central Division matchup. Joined as always by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. Steve, two right-handers getting the call here in the opener.
Well, here's a couple of guys that are making their season debut. Now, they've just been watching these first few games, so you know they're itching to finally get out there and pitch. So we'll see what they've learned, and we'll also see which guy gets off to a good start.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Minnesota Twins as they'll line themselves up like this here this afternoon. They'll go to work against the 3rd overall pick in the 2011 draft class, the hard-throwing right-hander Trevor Bauer. Marco Scutaro will get his first shot here as you check out his numbers from 2013.
And it's been a good start to 2014. He's got to be happy with the way he's come out of the gate swinging the bat.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one.
First pitch, 3-0.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Our temperature, not quite 60 degrees, 59 here at game time this afternoon. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. So Bauer records the first out of the ball game here, and with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic, the official uniform of Major League Baseball. Danny Santana will dig in here. And that's dead center for strike one.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Bases are empty, one man out. And this is high, a ball and a strike. In for strike 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
Very sharp here to these first two hitters. Back-to-back strikeouts. Doesn't look like it took him long to settle in here at home.
Number 70 will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, you know, first time through, he likes to start guys off with a fastball. And it's a good one, too. You know, he'll run it up there in the mid-90s.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Indians here. They'll match up against a former All-Star here, right-hander Ervin Santana. Defensively, the Twins will align themselves like this. Jason Kipnis will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Tribe, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Let's bring in our scouting report here as we give you a look at the pitches and speeds that we'll see out of the 31-year-old right-hander. Michael Bourne will stand in for the first time. 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. Here's the first offering. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Bourne in year 2 now of his 4-year deal. Year 1 found him finishing at .263, 6 homers and 50 driven in.
And also 23 steals, which was down from his high of 61 back in 2011. I don't think that's a huge deal, but I do think the Indians would like to see him get on base a little more often this year.
Now here's a swing and another chance out there at shortstop. Throw to first, and Santana's got it working here. 2 quick outs.
Well, you always want to avoid using a lot of energy in the early part of the game, and he's taking that to heart. 5 pitches and 2 outs already here in the bottom of the first.
Michael Brantley will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Here comes the 1-0. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0. Swing, hard hit ball to second. There to take it is Scudero. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. Number 61 will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Number 61.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were two tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Now here's a slow grounder to the left side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, first baseman,
Joe Mauer will stand in now. 2 hits and 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Tough pitch right there. That's 96 in on the hands. You just got to let that one go.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Opposite field to left. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground, and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Corey Hunter will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1.
And that's the pitch that's going to give a lot of guys trouble, not just the superstars. That is big time break right there.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
Swing and a hard-hit grounder down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball.
And after setting down the first 5 to start the afternoon, he finally gives up his first hit here with 2 outs in the second. And that's important because you don't want to let a guy coast through these early innings. You want to mount at least a little bit of pressure out there.
Vargas will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. And there goes Hunter. Pitch inside, the throw, not in time, and Hunter's got himself a stolen base.
Well, they're trying to make something out of this inning after all. He's off and running here with 2 away, and he gets into second safely. So now all it'll take is a base hit to get us our first run of the game.
And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Brandon Moss will get his first opportunity now. 0 for 4 in Wednesday's ball game.
Fielder, Brandon Moss.
Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1. And this is hit in the air over toward the left field line. Arcia is under this one. 1 gone.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stride in for the first time. He homered back in Wednesday's ball game. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Hit hard to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. But somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Yan Gomes will get his first chance here. 2 for 4 in Wednesday's game. Now the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bottom of the second here with no score. And this one misses inside. A ball, he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Carlos Santana will stand in. 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Now here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And a little tapper up the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
What do you say now, Indian?
Oh, he took a big swing that time as he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Suzuki able to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Indians leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Oswaldo Arcia will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Arcia.
Let's go, drive. Swing better.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
That's the water.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Ice cold soda. Swing.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Let's go, Indian.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1 and 2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Kurt Suzuki will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk.
Calm down.
And that's in there for strike 1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Runners off for second. Fouled back. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. And this will get past Chisenhall down the line. It's a fair ball.
This is a very good approach here with 2 strikes. It's a smart approach. You know, he's not trying to come out of his shoes here. He just makes a good 2-strike adjustment and delivers a nice solid base hit. That's how you do it.
Marco Scutaro will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Good release on the circle change. 2-1 now. pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. On it's Taylor made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Wow, that is a very quick turn up the middle there. This is not a guy that you're going to double up all that often. But you see the good feed and then the strong return throw, and they're indeed able to roll him up.
Danny Santana will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We've played 2.5. No score on the show. David Murphy makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
David Murphy.
First pitch coming. Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Batting ninth, the shortstop,
Jose Ramirez will be the batter. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
And he's showing some real life with that fastball. That's a great spot on a 1-0 pitch.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Come on, let's get a hit.
Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. The 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis.
Come on, Jose, let's go.
Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And he'll reach to knock this ball down. But he knows he's got no chance at first, so we'll see how they score that. Most likely an infield single.
This is not exactly the way you want to give up your first hit of the ball game. And just a little infield single here does the trick. But the way this club's been swinging the bats, they'll take it.
Jason Kipnis will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Go, Jason!
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Runner goes for second. Pitch, strike three called. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Number 70 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Center fielder, number 70.
Here's the first offering. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard
Number
yet, so
61.
maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Number 61 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. Joe Mauer will dig in now. The American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Come on. Here we go, Indians.
And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
And now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Here's the 2-0. This is headed toward the hole and through the hole. A one-out single. Throw into third. And he'll make it to third, and there are runners at the corners with only one out.
Well, that is just picture perfect right there. You know as a hitter that you're going to want to make sure you hit it to the right side to get that runner to third base. But if you do it well enough, you get yourself a base hit to go along with it. Check it out. He lets this pitch get almost past him, but then he manages to still get good contact and send it into right field for the base hit.
Corey Hunter will dig in. He singled his first time around. In there at the knees, strike one.
And with his speed, contact probably means a run right here. So that's got to be his only thought process at the plate.
One strike now to Hunter. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Brantley to put it away. Now here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
In a game like this, you had to figure that a manufactured run was going to be how we finally opened our scoring. Good work there to drive him in.
Vargas will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. And there he goes towards second. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, I think they had a feeling he'd be going, but you had to figure they weren't going to pitch out twice in a row, and he winds up taking second here and moving into scoring position.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1. For Mauer, stolen base number 2 here in the first week of the season. 2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike 2. Mauer off the second. Now the pitch. Rolled foul off to the left, so they'll try it again. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Twins forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Twins 1 and the Indians nothing. Michael Bourne will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Center fielder, Michael Bourne.
Now the first pitch. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1. On a ball hit hard down the line toward the coaching box, it's a foul ball. A little bit outside. 2-1. pitch on the way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a swing and a chance here for the right fielder, Hunter. And he puts it away for the first down.
Left fielder number 23,
Michael Brantley will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball one.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch. Here we go.
Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. In time to first, and there are two away.
Now batting, right fielder, Brandon Moss.
Brandon Moss will try it again. He flew out his first time. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball two.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Looking good, Indian.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Come on.
Here comes the pitch to Moss. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Hard hit towards center. Number 70 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. One left for the Tribe. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Oswaldo Arcia will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Fielder, Oswaldo Arcia.
First pitch coming. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And this ball will be chopped foul. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away.
Well, he's just putting on a clinic out there right now. Let's check it out on Show Track. Well, these guys are just having all sorts of trouble figuring him out. Strikes out his sixth batter of the game so far.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And he takes a pitch high and away for ball one.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. That's on the outside corner, count 2-2.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And that's going to land foul. Now a slider's hit on the ground towards second. On to first, and Suzuki's retired, 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Marco Scutaro.
Marco Scutaro will stand in looking to turn things around. He's struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Strike him out.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the block.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order, but they lead it 1-0. Yan Gomes will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Yan Gomes.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Up top, it's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Scutaro at second. And the throw on by Scutaro's in time for out number 1.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit. And all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
Carlos Santana will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Now here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
All right, Carlos, here we go. Come on, let's review.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Now batting.
David Murphy will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there, so even if it didn't get the job done, it's a great pitch on 0-2.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So very nice work there by Santana. And he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Danny Santana will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th.
Shortstop, Danny Santana.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
1-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
Number 70 will step in. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
1-1 on the way. Sharply hit past Bauer on the mound and into center field for a base hit.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a 1-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Number 61 will be the batter. 0 for 2 thus far.
Here we go.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Whew. That is one of the best he's thrown this afternoon.
And a curveball taken for strike 2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
way outside. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Out here.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Oh, that's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
Joe Mauer will step in. A base hit in his last time. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0.
Get your ass slow in front of him.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Here comes the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
The right fielder, number 48.
You know he wanted that
Corey
one. Now
Hunter.
the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Nick Hagedorn will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Nick Hagedorn.
Corey Hunter will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Too tight with that one. 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Back-to-back walks now by 2 different pitchers. The last one knocked the other pitcher out of the game. We'll see how forgiving their manager wants to be about this one.
Vargas will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Get him down.
Swing, and he pops him up. And this should get him out of it. Ramirez is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Twins leave the bases loaded, but they're up 1-0. Jose Ramirez will come forward now to start out their half of the sixth, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. First offering on the way. Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1.
Come on, baby, go yard!
And he misses with it, 1-1. Very high, 2-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. This for Scudero at second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits. Both of them are singles. And he's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Jason Kipnis will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Another fastball, another called strike, 0-2 now.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough take.
Santana working on 68 pitches to this point in the afternoon. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. Throw to first, and Santana's got it working here. 2 quick outs.
Well, only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game, but when you got that slow stuff, keeping guys off balance, you don't need to rely on strikeouts.
Michael Bourne will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And here's the first pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail this one 1-0. Back here in Cleveland, Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Scott Atchison is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Scott Atchison.
Oswaldo Arcia will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Circle change is cut on and missed. 0-1. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one, too.
Now a bullet back up the middle. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
That is such a fluid swing for a young ball player. He's just all over this pitch. He drives it right back where it came from for a base hit.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going.
Get the double play for crying out loud. Let's go, drive.
I had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and sent on the ground to short. Kipnis on to first, and they get them both.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
Marco Scutaro will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
The 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he goes the other way with the fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Moss will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Twins retired in short order, but they're on top 1-0. Michael Brantley will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Michael Brantley.
Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 1-1 home. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Fouled back. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Brandon Moss will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the pitch to Moss. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
He can't get off a good swing there as this is on the ground to first base. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
In there for strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Danny Santana will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Shortstop, Danny Santana.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now he swings and hits this ball on the ground. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Number 70 will step in, 1 for 2 with a walk thus far. Now the first pitch. Ball 1. Continuing to work the lower half of the strike zone here as that's in for strike 1. Now a hard liner, but foul. The 1-2. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Bourne is underneath this one. 2 gone.
Now batting, number 61.
Number 61 will try and turn it around. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts thus far. First pitch coming. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. Yan Gomes will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Carlos Santana will stand in, trying to change his evil ways here. He is hitless in the ballgame so far. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And that will find the seats, a home run. Oye, como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. And with it, the Indians have leveled the score at 1 apiece.
Talk about coming through in the clutch. He found a pitch that he could handle, and he jumped on it. This is going to tie up this ball game on one big swing of the bat. How about that for your first home run of the year?
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound, and it appears a change is on its way, as that'll do it for Ervin Santana. So a no decision here this afternoon, as it'll be up to the bullpen from here on out. Brian Dunsing will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning. David Murphy will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
David Murphy.
Now here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Come on, Indian.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, the shortstop.
Mike Aviles will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Number 4, Mike Aviles.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
2 out, nobody on. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
The 2-2 coming. And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Indians pick up one thanks to this at-bat from Carlos Santana. On to the 9th inning now from Progressive Field, all even at 1 apiece. Mike Aviles will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 4. Mike
Joe Mauer will
Aviles.
stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Maybe a turning point here in a tie ball game. They catch a break, they get the infield single on this ball. Now what will they do from there? They've got tons of options.
Corey Hunter will stand in with the go-ahead run at first, so he'll need to at least get him into scoring position with nobody out. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And Torrey able to lay off that one. It's 1-2. And this will be fouled away. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
And here's where you really need to take a deep breath and throw your best pitch out there. In a game like this, you can't afford to lose this guy and put runners on first and second with nobody out.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And the fastball here is hit on the ground but foul. Lined hard to center field. Bourne patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Vargas will stand in with a go-ahead run at first and 1 down, so he'll need to beware of the ground ball here. Here's the first pitch. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is high. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Now the 2-0. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, you got the call.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back in standing. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And when he's missing, he's not missing by much. That one might have been just a hair low, but as a hitter on 3-1, you have the luxury of making a pitcher bring something up.
Mark Zipchinski will take over in a tie ball game with one gone here in the top of inning number 9. Oswaldo Arcia will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. So to get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are two right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a one-batter outing.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Throw on to second will not be in time to double up the runners, so they'll just get the one on the line out.
Boy, that's a ball that's hit pretty hard that time, and if this doesn't find a glove, we'd be looking at a much different ball game right now. But as it stands, they're a step closer to getting out of this mess with the game still tied.
Eduardo Nunez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Eduardo Nunez.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up, all tied at 1-1. Osmeil Pinto is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 43, Osmeil Pinto.
Jason Kipnis is set to go now as we lead off the bottom of the 9th.
For the Indians. Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Let's go, Jason. Here we go.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Ball game! It's a solo homer here for Jason Kipnis. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
It looked like he saved his best work here for the final swing. And these guys are certainly amped up as he wins it with a game-winning homer.
Not a lot of offense in this ball game, but what offense was provided came primarily from this guy, our top player of the game.
He came up with, without question, the key at-bat in this one. No surprise, it was also the final pitch. Got a pitch he could handle and turned it around for the walk-off home run. Well, that's a great win.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 2-1. So long from Cleveland.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Twins, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Mark Zepchinski. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Brian Dunsey. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. This afternoon's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please drive home safely.